everyone, this is the tutorial for Bad Dreams. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So to play this the easiest, we're going to have a capo on fret number 3. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description, so check that out. However, the start of the song, we have a bunch of chords. We'll talk through those first, then we'll talk about strumming and structure afterwards. We have an A minor chord, which is an open A string, 2-2 on the D and G strings, 1 on the B, and an open E string. That's the first chord we need. The next bunch of chords, we have a G major, which is 3 on the E string. This is in reference to the capo. 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, that's on the D, G and B, and then a 3 on the high E string. If you know G major with the third finger on fret 3 of the B string, absolutely fine, you use that one, that's fine, it makes barely any difference. The other chord that we need is E minor, which is an open E string, 2 on the A and D strings, and then open strings for the remaining ones. Now those are the chords that we're going to use for the introduction. There's a lot of movement going on. So what's going to happen is you play A minor to G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that G comes in on that 4th beat. And I'm playing 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that A minor, strum, 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 which is down, up, down, or 1, 2, and 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. We then go to the F major, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using the same idea, just padding out some of the gaps. And then use the same rhythm from the A minor to G for G to F. Really, really difficult change there. Now that F chord is one of the harder chords to play on guitar. I'm sure every guitarist will attest to that. If you want, you could play, and you're going to play a 1 on the E string, and then go to E minor. So you choose whichever one you want to use and whichever's easiest for you. So I'm going to play through that one so you can see how it all fits together nice and steady. Okay, so at this point we get to the first verse. Now it's worth mentioning that if you want the chord chart for this, which has all of the chords in the correct order for the full song, then head on over to Patreon. There is also a sheet of the chords and the lyrics matched up. So let's say you want to sing and play along at the same time and know which chord matches up with which word, then yeah, head on over to Patreon, links are in the description for that, and you get access to not only this song, but a bunch of other Teddy Swim songs and 300 plus other songs of the latest releases over the past few years, all for the price of a coffee. Now, looking at the first verse, we're going to play the same thing, but we're going to palm mute it. And all I mean by that is this hand here, this part of your hand here, is going to play and going to hold on the strings just to the side of the bridge and the saddle. And what we do if we get those chords, you can see it just has a nice effect and provides a little bit of variety, because the kicker is with this song, all the way through we're repeating the same chords over and over and over until the cows come home. So it's always good to have a little bit of variety, and usually during the verses, which are usually a bit more relaxed, a bit quieter, then palm muting is a really good way to go about it. There is then a pre-chorus where we cycle around those chords twice, and then we get to the chorus. Now what I'd recommend for the chorus is being a lot louder. So with your plectrum, probably in your right hand, if you're a right-handed guitarist, really go lively with them. So what you could do is something like this. And what I'm doing, I'm filling out the strumming as well, having less or fewer gaps, and I'm just having a little bit more kind of assertive strumming, a little bit more pressure, and that creates that louder volume. Now really that's everything you need to get through this song. You're just repeating the same chords over and over and over, and just make sure that you definitely include some of the different, what you call dynamics, the different volumes, because that'll create a bit of variety to make the song sound really interesting. And that's it. That's to the end of the song, really. So if you are interested in getting the extra material over on Patreon, like I said, there is a link in the description for that. Everything's rolled out professionally, and yeah, saves you from trying to write it out and maybe even memorize it and making mistakes. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Thanks to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them, and I'll see you in the next video.